Joe Dispenza's book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, is one of the most complex self development books I've ever read. And it's packed with neuroscience, epigenetics, brain chemistry, quantum physics, and honestly, at times it felt like I was reading straight out of a biology book. Nevertheless, I read it all the way through so you don't have to. And in this video, I want to break down three things. First, the science behind his ideas. Second, the actual framework he teaches. And third, how you can actually practically apply his teachings to your lives. And that said, this book is not a surface level motivation, it's dense. The core scientific argument he makes is this: your thoughts create neural pathways, repeated thoughts strengthen those neural pathways, and over time, those patterns become your personality. And so, to break it down with simple concepts, neuroplasticity, the brain rewires based on repetition. Emotional addiction, your body becomes chemically addicted to the familiar emotional states like stress or frustration. Subconscious programming, around 95% of who we are by adulthood is automated behavior. And epigenetics, your environment and thoughts can influence gene expression. And the reason this book feels so complex is because he goes deep into how neurons fire together, how synaptic pruning works, and how stress hormones flood the body, and also how the body memorizes emotional states. And I'm gonna be honest, there were times when I was reading this book and I would get a page or two done and I would realize I didn't retain anything I just read. It is very complex, and unless I had my 100% focus into reading that book, I wasn't going to retain anything he was saying. But once you strip away his technical language, his core message is very simple. Number one, become aware of the old self. You cannot change what you are not conscious of, so you must observe your habitual thoughts, your emotional triggers, your automatic reactions, and this is where he introduces meditation as observation. Number two, decondition the body. Now, this is a heavy concept because your body is living in the past and is addicted to familiar emotions. And if you feel stress every day, your body expects stress every day. And breaking that emotional addiction feels uncomfortable, and that's why change feels so hard. And the uncomfortable feeling is good as long as you're aware of it. And once I started to become conscious of my thoughts and actions throughout the day, there were so many times I wanted to yell at people, and especially the people I loved in my life, who knew my triggers and knew which buttons to press. It was really hard to catch myself in the act where I was about to snap in anger, or I was about to express some sort of negative emotion towards them, and it was really uncomfortable having to catch myself in those circumstances. And number three, rehearse the future self. This is the quantum piece. He argues you must mentally and emotionally rehearse the version of you that already has what you want, and not just think about it, feel it. Because the emotion signals to the body that the event has already happened. And this is where some people roll their eyes, but when you think about it, every major shift in life starts with identity before results. And how I'm applying this without getting lost in all the quantum physics is pretty simple. Step one, identify your baseline emotion. So you have to consistently ask yourself, what emotional state do I live in most days? Is it stress? Is it frustration? Scarcity? Confidence? That's your identity anchor. Step two, define the future identity. Not the goal, the person. Ask yourself, how would that person think? How does he react? What emotional state does he live in? Write it down, envision it, feel it. Do whatever you have to do to make it very clear what that ideal version of you would think and act and react. Step three is a daily mental rehearsal. So for 5 minutes, close your eyes, see yourself acting as that person. Feel the emotion as if it's real, and just so you know, consistency matters more than intensity. For the first 10 minutes, maybe the first month, you're going to be spending more time just observing yourself and trying to overcome those self-limiting beliefs and the things that have been ingrained in you for a long period of time. And Joe Dispenza's big quote is this: if your personality creates your personal reality, then nothing in your life will change until your identity does. And that's uncomfortable for most people because it means that all the work is internal. But that's also empowering because it means you're not stuck. It means you do have the ability to grow. And likewise, this channel isn't about chasing a dream life. It's about becoming the person capable of creating it, and that starts in here.